right, chat. Hi. Oh, hello. Let's see if we made it to the tubes. Live chat seems up. Ooh. Let's look if this performed well, chat. Ooh. Very quick beat out. Good work. Okay, we'll look at this. Make sure we made it live. We did. Let's make sure all of this goes good. This did. Beautiful. Look at this, chat. Look at this shit. This is the last video. This is the test. This one seemed to perform pretty well over time. They all performed well. I like this one particularly better. Yeah, I think I like this one. We'll set this as the option. And that'll be the option forever for the content. But we had a really great performing video here, so we did good job, chat. We got the classic. We got the classic. Oh, it's a 3 out of 10 now. Oh, how not to DM a session pop the fuck off. Oh, this is within the first couple hours. But yeah, I mean, like 3 out of 10, not a bad start. This one hasn't done numbers recently, right? Since it was published, yeah, I was like, that's not current. Yeah, let's not go too heavy into the dashboard, and let's not expose what we're doing today. We're going to talk about a couple of pieces of tech, stuff that I'm interested in, just to see if I can make a couple of clips out of it, but also just because I want to share some things that I'm interested in tech, and maybe we can have a discussion about that. And then we're going to play some Smash and or some Brawlhalla. Not entirely sure yet. We're going to look up what local tournaments may be available in my area, and then we'll deal with that. Yeah, but whatever has more locals we'll probably go to. It's either going to be Brawlhalla or Melee. So very excited about those. Good options, solid options overall. But yeah, damn, I really gotta not fucking do lo-fi, man. Lo-fi is so mid. Hopelessly mid. Castle Cream, bro. What is this? What would you say creams your castle, chat? What would you say? Does it cream thou castle? Chat, I was looking pretty heavy today at Linux. I was looking pretty hard at if I could just swap the whole stream to Linux. I'm kind of, it's like I'm over it, but I'm not like super over it to the point where like I would just blow up my life and test something out. I think I'm gonna try and edit the next video on Kdenlive. For those of you who don't know what Kdenlive is, it is a non-linear video editor that is built by the KDE project. Pretty sure. Works on Linux, Mac OS, BSD. Yeah, so it is made by the KDE project. Here, let me show you guys. So very similar type editor to what you would get out of like a DaVinci or a Premiere. Not like to the same super powerful features that they offer, right? But it's an open source project. It's being made by KDE, which is one of the major sources of like a lot of the KDE Plasma team for Linux and stuff like that. So I want to definitely switch my video editing stuff. I know OBS will run over there. I know my video editing can run over there if I switch to Kdenlive. So we're doing that. We're making sure all that works. The big thing is still gaming. And then the other big one, which is going to really suck, is this microphone, the audio interface, my Stream Deck, which I know has Open Deck, which could potentially be helpful. And then all the presets I use for this microphone may not work as well on a Linux-based desktop. And I can stream all I want, but if I'm streaming with crap quality, what's the point? because I know my Camlink 4K will be fine. The XLR, the Wave XLR will work as an audio interface to like get my XLR input, like the microphone itself to work. The problem is I won't get any of my presets, which is like what make this microphone setup special. And so like I'm just considering, okay, do I want to even just like look at a whole new type of setup, or do I just want to try and I guess go back to doing like plugins and things like that with this mic? That's kind of where we're at. My Corsair headset is USB-C or USB, so that should be totally fine. I have to do a like compatibility checker for like all of my hardware in my rig. But those are kind of the big hangups. If I can figure out Kdenlive and just edit a video off that, actually I'm gonna download that right now. We're gonna do an installer for that. Just get that downloaded. We're gonna edit the next video that way and see what happens. Cause yeah, like I'm really close to just wanting to full go Linux. Like the entire server's running off of it. All of that stuff. Ignore this pile of shit, by the way. I cleaned out one of my old boxes for organization today and just haven't gotten around to throwing all that garbage away. If you guys want old Ethernet and HDMI cables, I have so many HDMI cables, by the way. I don't know when I did that or how I developed all of that, but like the amount of fucking cables that I have is ridiculous. I have a lot of Ethernet cables. I'm keeping a bigger portion of Ethernet cables than I am HDMI and DisplayPort cables right now, because I know I'm going to be doing like a lot of networking in the house and I'm going to need Ethernet cables for like simple runs and things like that. So I'm keeping that around. But for the most part, I need more of those than I need HDMI. I have like 2 or 3 more things that might need an extra HDMI that like didn't come with it or whatever. But yeah, I'm just worried about that in particular. So we'll see. Very curious how I do with Kdenlive. Why is this stalling out pretty heavy? Is that just because I'm streaming? We're talking about like the time. What's my speed test look like right now? Am I in an exit mode right now? No. I should have like 2.5 down. Yeah. So like that's my thing. Is like I have 2 gig down right now. It must be metering. It must be metering. There's no way. And it's like stalled at 5.9 megs. I'm very curious. Maybe I'm just like hogging the whole tube. That's crazy. Am I pinning something on my CPU? 14%, 14%. No, that's 14. That's 23%. Nothing going on the SSDs. My Ethernet controller seems to be fine. I have 2 Ethernet controllers. What's that about? Oh, that's the host adapter. That's fine. My damn GPU's working its ass off right now, chat. Working its ass off right now. Good stuff. Okay, so chat, what we wanted to do today is I wanted to show you some of my new tech. Not my new tech, new tech that I'm interested in. And then, so I wanted to show you all the new tech that I'm interested in. And then I wanted to maybe do some like Smash Bros and just like get some adrenaline pumping in here, chat. And then we're going to, you know, just enjoy ourselves, have a good conversation. If you guys enjoy this tech that I'm about to talk about, we'll have like good discussions about that. But overall, we're going to do that. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens after that. I can't wait after how well this last video performed to just fall off, bro. It's going to be sick. I'm stoked about it. Okay, chat. Let's talk about some stuff, shall we? I think this is going to be the most interesting one. Let's pause the music. Ah! Okay, so this is a project called LightFlip. You guys can't hear this, so we're going to fix that. This is the one I want. We're going to restart the video. There we go.
There's a nostalgia for the time before smartphones, when phones were just that. Before we were constantly drowning in noise, when the internet was confined to our computers. We didn't care about missing out because we were having fun. You know, when we actually called each other. See, the light flip reminds us not just of a different time, but more importantly that how we spend our time is our life. Reintroducing the flip phone. What is your time worth? Now available for pre-order.
Okay, so this is a company known as Light. I believe that's what they go by. So yeah, Light is the name of the company. They offer a couple of different things. So like the Light Flip is like their big piece, right? We'll do a better color because why would you use the same color as the color of the device? That some UI person, like this is fine because this is like a light, very beige pink on the very bright pastel pink. Black on black, crazy. This is a little bit better. It's a darker blue on the actual kind of cyan blue. This is terrible. I hate this. This is bad. This is a little bit more pungent, but yellow is just like really fucking hard to see sometimes for certain people. This is fine. Design-wise aside, awful. But I was listening to the Waveform podcast the other day, and they were talking about this phone and like the usefulness of it comparatively to a like actual flip phone versus getting a smartphone that you can put a launcher on and just like do infinitely more things, have better services and things like that than what this guy will offer. So like this worries, the worry for this, right, is how much does it cost versus, and we see it's $300 for pre-order, right? And this is also in respect to Light Phone 3, which is another thing that they produce, which is essentially just like big, powerful Android phone, a little bit more smartphone centric, right? You're going to get the touchpad and the touch typing versus like the T9 typing that you would get on the flip phone. Where'd that go? Yeah. So like you're stuck to T9 typing, which I don't know if any of you have had to do T9 typing before. Shit sucks. Never been a fan of that. I'm glad we have virtual keyboards now. This is worse. That's why fucking Nokia and oh god, BlackBerry were like so revolutionary because they had like a legitimate keyboard, individual buttons for each thing. It was massive. So these were like super huge for the time, but it's like it's the same principle as what a lot of people have been talking about and just like pulling themselves back from having a big social media presence and like being online all the time and reducing screen time and things like that. And there are a lot of things nowadays, and like this thing will have like navigation, calendar, phone, alarm, music, podcast. Like it has all the things that you could like want as like a single person. Like a single, not like in a relationship. Single is like just individual person, every single day. But for somebody like me, who's constantly using their phone for work, they're constantly using their phone to do a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, I plug my damn phone into a display all the time and like use it as an actual computer in some instances. And so like you have these moments where it's like, okay, I'm trying this, I'm trying that. I realize I don't have my phone on me right now, which is giving me anxiety, which is probably not a good thing. But this thing is supposed to act as like the art of the dumb phone, right? And I still stand in solidarity that I don't know that this solves anything, and you're really just restricting your ability to use certain features when you need them, right? Because there are going to be times where you need, let's say you live in New York, the MTV app, or sorry, the God, what is their transit service called? Whatever, you need like something to get on the bus, or you need an app to pay for food or things like that, like NFC features, being able to like look something up really quick if you're like unsure about something and need more assistance. Like all of these things, like yes, you could call the non-emergency hotline. Do you remember what that number is? You could call 911. Like you can have like a good chunk of different features and things like that with a light phone, but I feel like you lose what we've been conditioned to use a lot in the recent years and the convenience of a lot of those features. There is a thing to be said about like losing social media and having like different lifestyle changes that make your life a little bit better. And I think most of those are good things. Like, I am not on social media, minus obviously this platform to like live stream and make videos and be a little bit creative, right? Aside from that, I don't have social media. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have an X, Blue Sky, any of that stuff. I had a Reddit for a little bit, deleted that. Like, I have removed myself entirely from social media except for this space, and it has made my life better. I will say there are times where I look at my phone and I was like, man, I wish I could have something to just kind of mindlessly scroll right now. I just need to like escape. But I realize, okay, why do I want to escape? What do I need to work on? That kind of thing. And I reorganize my life that way. And I feel like the conscious effort to change that piece about your life doesn't necessarily need to be the piece of technology. Yeah, you could make more barriers to entry and things like that. I think taking the step to like pull all of the things that you want off of your Facebook, Instagram, like I had to do a huge photo dump off of Facebook, off of Instagram, off of all that stuff to get the things that I wanted that I've posted over the time. And I want to keep those things. Those are memories. Those are nice things to have. I did a big photo dump. That was a big barrier to entry. But once I deleted everything, like I don't have a desire to like go open a Facebook account tomorrow. I don't have a desire to start an Instagram or a Twitter or whatever. And I think in the same way, like the light phone is just trying to put that hardware limitation in front of you, right? To get you to, change that idea. And I don't think that's entirely, it's not as helpful as a lot of people think it is. And I think a lot of these are starting to pop up, right? You have the Light Flip, you have the Light Phone 3. Like a lot of these things are starting to pop up for pretty kind of fucking outrageous prices. The Light 2 was $300. This made a lot of sense to me. It was a shitty screen, but like it was meant to be a dumb phone, Whereas this is trying to be a smartphone. This is actually like trying to fill in the gap of being your daily driver. And $900 for a phone that doesn't do a whole lot. And that's like the whole point. And do you want to pay $900 when you could pay $400 and get a launcher? Like there are a lot of different launchers. Like let's just look up a minimal launcher. Minimal Android. There are a couple of them that I've seen that are like very simple. I know one of my coworkers is using it. I just forget what they're called. WinX is not it. Oh, what is this one called? This is the one that I want. Unilauncher. No, ratio lens launcher. Niagara launcher. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Niagara launcher. Okay. So like this guy is just like the Niagara launcher, right? So this is something you can install on your Android phone. It's a very lightweight launcher that you could run on most Android devices. And it allows you to be able to like actually do exactly what I was just talking about. Being able to turn it into a very simple device. You get a stream of apps. You're not constantly being pinged and notified and all that kind of stuff. Very simple notification algorithms and things like that. Not algorithms, but like very simple notifications to like not be hyper intrusive. And it's just out of your way. And yes, there are like a whole bunch of things. You can get the Niagara free and get 90% of what I'm talking about here. It's a small team of developers. They're doing a lot of cool stuff, and I think they fit the bill for doing exactly what you want. So you get the premium hardware. You can get to those features if you absolutely need them, but it puts a small software barrier to entry in front of you so that you don't actually choose that. And I feel like that's a little bit better than what Lightphone is trying to accomplish. Right? They're trying to put like a hardware and a software limitation in front of you. And I think that's just too restrictive, too fast, which will make you relapse quicker. And I feel like a Niagara launcher is a conditioning that you can give yourself early to make it a little bit easier. And so like, I think like Lightphone is cool. Like I want to hold that phone. I like the hardware aesthetic of it. It's the same reason that I want an Apple product, right? I like the hardware aesthetic of this device. I don't know that it would actually suit any of the needs of like what I actually use on a daily basis, right? I don't know that this brick would give me everything that I want it to do. And I would just find it more inconvenient and hate my phone, which like theoretically you could say is the point. but I feel like I would just hate using my phone and relapse quicker unless I was using something like a Niagara, where I did have access to certain things. I pin like 3 or 4 apps that I know I need all the time and call that a day. And I just feel like that solves the problem a little bit easier. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys really think about it, but I think I'm kind of over the idea of having a hardware and software limitation at the same time, because I just think you introduce more opportunity to relapse. Now, let's talk about a phone that is going to make me a problematic fiend. And that is the Galaxy Z Fold 8. I looked at this thing and I was like, okay, I didn't really think about it much because I was like, okay, they're competing with what the theoretical Apple Fold is going to look like. And that's cool. And that's neat. And then I looked at it a little harder and I was like, what did I hate about the Z Fold Ultra? What did I hate about the original Z Fold and why did I not like it? Well, the problem I have with my current phone, I do have my phone in my pocket. It was just weirdly smushed, is how tall it takes my thumb. Hold on, let me see if I can. Wow. How much it takes my thumb to get to the top left corner of my phone. I hate that. I can't stand that. What does this solve? Exactly that problem. And gives me all the utility. And gives me all the utility of a folding device. And still is a very form-fittable pocketable device. And it's just sick. Still Samsung reliability. Still heavy, powerful individual device. So, it's still a 5.5 inch display, but that's a 5.5 inch display down from my 6.7 inch display. It's a 7.6 inch for when I want to watch media, which, fun fact, I watch a lot of. Really powerful performance. It's sitting on, I believe, it's the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, so it's still massively powerful. The 2 rear cameras are 50 megapixel, folding form factor, shaped for content, bright display, steady shot with video. Like, all of these things make me very excited about this product. And so, I look at this and I say, this kind of is actually the first time. It's funny because, that's exactly what Apple is going to do when they release theirs, right? They're going to be like, this is the proper form factor for folding phones. This is what we've been thinking about our entire life. Samsung just got there first. And I think, obviously, there are some things, over time that, folding devices just, they are more prone to break. They can't possibly be, the most durable, which I worry about. But then I see Dbrand post their new flip case, and I am a firm user of the grip case. I like their cases a lot. Why are you being this way? Just show me the damn flip case, please. I want the grip. Give me the grip. And then I look at the case and I'm like, wow. This does everything that I need it to do. It protects the hinge. It protects the outside. It gives me the ridged edge. And it gives me all of the things that I could ever want out of a case. Doesn't really destroy the footprint at all. And it does everything I need it to do. It's still relatively the same price as all their other cases. This phone is perfect size. The only thing I will say is $1,900 for a phone is insane. It's just insane. And my question to myself is this all worth it to solve the problem? I just get the OG phone. I just stopped buying the Ultra. I still get all of the hardware spec bumps. And I have, a 6.1 inch display, 6.3 inch? So I save myself 4 inches. I get a little bit further up with my thumb, and we call it a day. Let me look at... I want you to do the one that I selected the first time. I don't know why you would hate me in this way. Yeah, so it's a 6.3 inch display. And so I feel like this does all of the things that I want it to do, right? So 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel, 10 megapixel, 12 megapixel front camera. The only thing I would say I'm losing, right, from the Ultra camera is the 50 megapixels across the board, but I don't ever use the 50 megapixel feature anyway. I'm constantly using the 12 megapixel sensor on here anyway, or 12 megapixel setting on here anyway, which I understand is a 50 megapixel bin down to 12, but still. So, you know, I think overall, I think there are just options that it just, again, it's one of those things where it's like, I see where they're coming from. The big thing that I need, I love this form factor. It's really enticing to me. And if I had like infinite cash, I would have this phone in my hand. But I think a couple more iterations and this price coming down to like what the Ultra costs, and I could be very enticed. And I'm wondering if this is just like kind of overpriced because of RAM prices and things like that. But then I look at like the Fold 8 Ultra and it's like $2,100. We're finally like cresting $2,000 for a phone. But like, you made the Z Flip 8 for $1,200. Why is this $1,900? What is so way more different? And I know this is a first gen product, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive. But this guy didn't need to be $2,100. Like, what was the last gen Fold series? I can't imagine it was super crazy. I need to see a comparison. 6.5 inch display is not bad. Still too tall for me, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing where to... Oh, they have a Watch 9. God damn it, I'm so behind on the watches, too. I have a Watch 7. I like the look of the Watch 7, though, over the look of the Watch 9. I don't know. Anyway, very excited about this phone. I watched a couple of like first looks. I'm very curious to what the reviews look like. This phone's very enticing to me. So very excited to see what that is. And then, of course, my favorite company on the planet right now. And I don't think it's really even close. Is Framework. And I think that it's because their mission is so fantastic. What they're attempting to do, the type of compute that you're trying to deliver to the masses, the type of product that they're trying to deliver, the statement that they're trying to make, all of these things matter when building a laptop, when building any piece of computing hardware. And I just feel like they do it the best. What we're looking at here is the Laptop 13 Pro. Framework 13 Pro is going to be a game changer. This is an anodized aluminum build. So it's very similar to a MacBook in build quality. It's not perfect. It's not one unibody piece of aluminum. It is multiple pieces of aluminum strung together. But it is the most rigid and durable framework ever built. Has very good system compatibility with Linux, Windows. And it uses a new type of module for memory that is a little bit cheaper and more efficient than DDR5, which allows you to actually purchase one at a reasonable price. And being able to put Ubuntu on this thing, have a keyboard and a couple of expansion cards, let's just say Quick Select, right? And we get all USB-C because that's what we get nowadays. You're looking all in at $1,611. For ports that you get to select yourself, Ubuntu fully supported on a laptop, the newest gen Intel Core mobile processors, a different type of memory spec that, yes, is a little bit unique right now, but allows you to have lower memory prices in a memory-strapped market, in a unibody chassis that is fully upgradable and fully supported. You can still put the original Framework 13 laptop components in this chassis with a little bit of manipulation, and it still works and it still functions. And all of these things are cross-compatible. Drivers are fully supported. Their driver utility, I watched a video on it the other day. It runs an executable that installs every single driver for you that they store locally. Host themselves, they ping that server, pull it down, install it all with a bunch of PowerShell scripts or a bunch of terminal scripts, and that's it. And that's all you have to do. And that's the whole shindig. That's fantastic. That's like S-tier performance when it comes to software development and thoughtfulness when building an ecosystem in a device. I'm very excited for what this laptop has to offer, what people are saying about it, what Framework stands for. I'm just very excited about this product in general. I will say, if you guys donate to me, this is gonna be the first thing that I save up for. It's sitting in the cart, ready to go right now. Like I will pull the trigger on this yesterday. I'm saving a little bit of money, $14.95, because I'm not adding an SSD, because I have an SSD that I would be using for it. But yeah, I think about it every day. 16 gigs of RAM on Linux, infinite RAM, just infinite RAM. So those are the things in tech that I'm very excited about, Chad. I'm not gonna lie, they're very, very good. Love them a lot. No, continue downloading. Are we still not downloaded on Kdenlive yet? Jesus. So we'll let that download a little bit longer. It's definitely because I'm live, which is crazy. But yeah, just overall, like, really exciting, different types of hardware coming out and tech in general. Like, it's really sick. And I'm very excited about it. Like, there are a lot of really interesting things happening in tech that I think are going to make for really good videos, content, and just like collaborative efforts in tech going forward. And I'm very excited to see what that looks like. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments of this VOD down below, because there ain't nobody here watching this damn stream. It's because I'm streaming late. I should stream earlier tomorrow, just because I don't think... one, I've been streaming enough. I had a friend in town last weekend, so I was not able to stream over the weekend like I normally do. It was a busy week, so we were doing a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, just had a bunch of stuff going on. Wasn't able to stream as much. Glad I got the video out last week so that we could kind of get back into YouTube videos. I need to make one today, probably after I drop stream, and we'll see how that goes. I may just like pre-record one instead of doing stream clips and stuff like that. I don't know that I really said anything of interest in the last couple segments, but overall, I think in general, not mad about, you know, what we're doing, how we're doing it, that kind of thing. So I feel like I'm boosting too much of my highs. Maybe I'm just like listening to it too much. I don't know. Let's look at my audio settings. Let's look at that EQ. Oh yeah, I'm boosting like a weird amount of presence. Maybe I just do that, pull it down a little bit. I have Alex's voice as a set. Very interesting. Like, I definitely pulled my nasal down a little bit. I'm gonna bring that back up a little bit. Maybe that makes me sound a little bit better. No, that brings all of my shit back. So we're gonna bring Alex's voice back down and see. I don't know. There's something sneaking its way in. And I think it's that right there. We save that, call it a day. Checkalodian. Yeah, we pull those presence pieces out. Maybe we bring it up just a little bit and we'll pull it further this way. Up, get rid of that. Get rid of some of my air. But yeah, maybe we just put it back on Alex's voice and call it a day. Anyway. And then I know I need to pull this back a little bit, just so I can have some more openness. I know I keep cutting myself off with software and stuff like that, so having that available to me as well is super useful. Gonna close that guy again. Yeah, chat, how are we doing? Do we boot up some Melee? I think we just play some Melee. I got mixed this weekend, chat. So I was letting my friend hang out with my Switch 2 for a little bit, because he just wanted to care more about that than visiting with me, but it is what it is. And dude, I booted up Slippy this weekend. It was tough. It was tough in the streets. I was getting mixed all over the place. No business being on the sticks this week. All right, pull the play on Slippy. Pop that VLC. Turn game audio on. That's filters. Can we just hit properties like a champion? Maybe. Does Dolphin need to be what I hit? I don't know. Let me listen to this. I can't tell. What are the advanced audio properties? Game volume, monitor. Okay, I can't hear it. So we'll do Slippy Launcher. Yeah, it's playing really soft. I wonder it's because I... Ooh. Alright, check, check. Let's see how I sound on stream. Check, 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 check. Yeah, you can't even hear it on stream. All right. Did I turn audio down on this? Is that what's going on? I probably did. Sound. Yeah, it's not any of that. I might have just turned Slippy down. Did I do that on accident? No, I don't think you can. Not on Slippy anyway. It might be Dolphin. Oh, shit, I just closed it for no reason. I need to configure Dolphin, probably. Check, check, check. Whoa. Audio settings. Oh, yeah, I set the volume to like... We'll set the volume to 100. And then this will be better for you guys, and I'll have to turn my headset down. Yes, better for you guys, turn my headset down. Check. Alright, chat. We're playing Melee. That's not the right gaming setup. I mean, it could be, I just kill graphics. Oh, chat is in the graphics? Why? Gross. Okay, fine, we'll just do this. Ah, don't show my download. Don't show my download, Dolphin. Check. And then we remove the filter. Bam. And then we just play ranked. Ugh. Unranked. Here we go. Alright, chat. Booting up Green Marth. Focus up, chat. Lock in, chat. Here we go. He says, like anybody's online right now. Come on, it ain't that late. It's only 9 o'clock. Gamers are degenerates. You know it. I know it. Let's go. Game, 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 game. Boom. There we go. Let's go. Oh my god, another Marth. We're cooked. 57 ping. While streaming? Got him. Got his ass. Tough. Really thought he dodged me there. Not as good of a... Good warm-up for me, because he's definitely not that good of a Marth. I've been mixed by several good Marths in my day. He could have recovered from that, I feel like. Okay. Damn, he got my ass. He got my ass, Chad. He didn't get 4-0'd. Pray for chatter. No. Got your ass. I keep forgetting I'm the goddamn Green Marth. I always pick like a lighter color Marth, so like the fact that I'm like a very saturated green right now is really throwing me out. Okay, last shot, here we go. He's gonna think he like had me, and I just kind of like gave up on the fight like halfway through. Oh my god, I can't let him win now though. Okay, he's mixing my ass now. Okay. Fuck off. Okay. Alright. Time to mix his ass. Time to mix his ass. Okay, pissed off. I think he's too owing me right now. Fuck off my screen. God, you love that move. Got some slices in.
Choose your character.
Annoying. I had him in the first fucking game and then I just fucking got lazy. God, that's so annoying. Yeah, he picked it up at the end there though. He picked it up at the end. You gotta respect that. He locked in just as much as I did. He saw what that was for. Yeah, no, it's tough. It was a bad look.
Ness, ready, go!
Okay. Keeping distance on him is a problem. I'd like to keep a one-stock advantage on him at all times if I can. Because he's got enough to damage that it'd be kind of scary. And I'd really rather not find out what that looks like. Nice. Damn it. One of these I'm not going to be able to get away from. He's gone too, though. Oh, he got there. Okay. Easy. Easy.
Ness. Ready? Go! Choose your character. Versus Ness. Ready? Go!
He's like only stages with steps. God damn. Okay. Okay. Annoyed. Hell out of here. Hi. Shut down smashed. Yeah, I didn't really get a choice in that one.
Choose your character.
Could have probably recovered that. It's alright.
Versus
1v1. Unreal. He ain't gonna homie stock me at all, is he? Annoying. We love a good mental mistake. Locking. I hate that his magic just beats my fucking sword every time.
Choose your character.
Not going well for me today, chat. Not going well for me today. Should we blame the cheap third-party shitty controller? I feel like we should. Maybe. Who knows? Did that say Wells Fargo? Or did that say watch? It might have said watch. Come on, game. Thank you. Alright, Doodle. Me and you, bro. This is fun. Really good combos for Link. Love to see it. Malware Bytes is giving me a damn... He's giving me a damn fucking notification right now. Motherfucker, they love bombs. Holy shit. Bro, why is it my slice down never fucking gets to him? Fucking Christ. I really feel like my C-stick isn't registering, bro. Feel better about that one.
Choose your character. Versus Link. Ready? Go!
Stop using C-stick, Alex. Playing a lot of weirdos in ranked. Haven't gotten like a single fox. Insane. Started using C-stick, immediately took 50%. Started using C-stick, took fucking 50%. Good shit.
Link. Ready? Go!
brother! Take him one more life, we'll take it. Okay. If I can't learn how to do them with A, I shouldn't be fucking doing them with C.
Choose your character. Versus Fox. Ready?
Finally, a normal. With 543 fucking ping. Yeah. I mean, that was like 600 ping. That was crazy. Abadiero. We gotta respect the H-Box love. Okay, first W in a minute here, chat.
Jigglypuff. Ready? Go. Choose your character.
Crazy if they got a winning left. Crazy! Alright, chat, one more. Alright, chat, one more. Can we do it, chat? Can we do it? Who knows? Can we do it? I don't know, Chad. Chad! Oh my god. Rico.
Choose your character.
No fucking clue what that was about.
Choose your character.
It was all of a sudden a lag spike, chat. Good Zelda.
Fox. Ready? Go.
Nice combo. Don't fucking come on me. Ah!
Choose your character.
Ugh.
Ready? Go! Choose your character.
Ah, tough. I felt good about that, but I definitely got in that fucker's head. Definitely got in that fucker's head. Well, chat, that was fun. Let's see if... Why is it 6.4 kills per second? Is that just Caden, bro? Is that just Caden being Caden live? That's crazy shit, bro. Anyway. Okay, chat. I think that does it. Nice hanging out. Just needed to get back in the rhythm of doing streams, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys cheering me on for Smash, checking out those tech videos. VOD, please, God, you got to do all the work. There was no chat here. I don't know if you could tell. So please, good God, the VOD, please just watch the video, man. Put me on in the background, do something. Watch some very mid melee content. Do something. I can't hold this all by myself. I just can't do it anymore. I'm not built like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.